Most people think their money problems come from bad budgeting, low income, or lack of investing knowledge. But what if I told you that your relationship with money started forming way before your first paycheck? Maybe even before you could talk. In this video, we are going to explore something rarely discussed in personal finance: how childhood trauma affects your finances. This isn't psychology, it's real, it's personal, and it might be the missing piece in your financial journey. If you have ever felt stuck, sabotaged your progress, or just couldn't explain why you are always broke even when you earn well, keep watching. Because the answer may be buried deep in your past. Part 1: Childhood trauma, what it really is. Let's first clear up the term trauma. Trauma isn't just about major abuse or catastrophic events. It can be emotional neglect, constant criticism, financial instability, being told you are not good enough, or growing up watching your parents stress and argue over bills. All of that leaves a lasting imprint, especially on how we view money. As children, we observe, we internalize, and we build beliefs that become our default behavior as adults. And unless we confront them, those beliefs run our finances on autopilot. Part 2: Common money beliefs born from childhood trauma. Here are just a few distorted money beliefs born from unresolved childhood wounds. Money is always a problem. If your household was constantly stressed about finances, you may associate money with fear, not opportunity. I don't deserve nice things. If you were taught that asking for things was greedy, you might now feel guilt around spending. There is never enough. Scarcity mindset. It leads to hoarding, fear of investing, or sabotaging big financial wins. I need to prove myself through money. This often leads to overspending or chasing status to feel worthy. The kicker: these beliefs aren't conscious. They live in the background, quietly shaping every financial decision you make. Part 3: How these beliefs show up in adult financial habits. Let's connect the dots between childhood patterns and adult financial behavior. Always broke, even with a decent income, you might unconsciously feel unsafe holding money. Struggling to save, maybe saving was never modeled for you. Constantly spending to feel good, that could be emotional regulation learned in a chaotic home. Afraid to invest, you were taught risk equals danger, not opportunity. Financial self-sabotage doesn't mean you are lazy or irresponsible. It means you are carrying outdated emotional programming. And awareness is the first step to change. Part 4: Practical steps to heal and grow financially. Now let's talk about solutions. Healing your financial life starts with healing your beliefs. Reflect on your childhood money memories. What phrases do you hear? What emotions did you absorb? Identify patterns in your current habits. What do you do with money that feels automatic? Challenge those beliefs. Ask, is this belief helping me or hurting me? Reparent your financial self. Give yourself permission to learn, save, invest, and grow. No shame. Create a new money script. Example: replace "I'll never be good with money" with "I am learning to manage money wisely." Change is slow, but it's powerful. Part 5: Build emotional safety with money. If money triggered chaos or fear in your childhood, you need to build a sense of safety around it now. Start with a mini emergency fund to feel secure. Simple, consistent budgeting that isn't punishing. Celebrating small wins to reinforce progress. Setting boundaries around money with others, especially if you are used to being the financial rescuer. Money should be a tool, not a trigger. Part 6: Why this work matters more than ever. You are not broken. You're not irresponsible. You're not bad with money. You may just be repeating what you were taught in silence, but you have the power to rewrite that story. Understanding how childhood trauma affects your finances is more than just awareness. It's a call to action. You deserve to feel safe, confident, and empowered around money. You deserve financial peace, and it starts with healing, not just hustling. This is your path. Let's walk together.